Hello my friends and fellow VEDSies, it's time for the top 5! I'm curious to see how y'all react to these because some of them are, well, I don't want to say hot takes, but they certainly are takes. Let's get into it, shall we?
There's a world I know.
I debated for a bit if I wanted to include any of the songs from Next to Normal, since really there isn't a villain. The antagonist is Diana's mental illness, but the mental illness gets personified, and I decided to count it. Gabe gets a lot of really great, threatening numbers, but none of them are more sinister than There's a World. Diana is just beginning the slow, excruciating process of healing, and he's tempting her with this world where she doesn't have to hurt anymore. The promise sounds so wonderful, and the music is so soothing and sweet that you almost forget that he's talking about suicide. Almost.
There's a world where we can be free. Come with me. It's the last midnight.
I tried to resist it. The witch is an antagonist and not a villain. But then I realized that this song is her claiming the role of the villain in this story. And oh my god, guys, it really doesn't get much better than this. The lyrics are brilliant, it's Sondheim. I've never heard another song use more minor sevenths, and I love that. And just like Molasses to Rum in the last video, she's right. Not good, not nice, just right.
First, sir, I think a shave, the closest I ever came.
Man, Sondheim can write a villain song like nobody else, huh? I think what makes Pretty Women so special is all of the irony. For starters, this is a duet between a murderer and a rapist, and it doesn't sound like what you would expect from that duo. It's a nice song about pretty women. But these are despicable men who are about to commit despicable deeds, and they're thinking about pretty women. And then there's the whole dramatic irony situation where Turpin has no idea that he is in danger, but we are very acutely aware of that, in part because the song keeps building and building its tension. This climax is infamous at this point for how good it is at building up to this moment, and oh my god, it doesn't really get much better than this. There's a reason why it's a staple on lists like these.
Pretty women, sir, pretty women, yes, pretty women, oh, pretty women.
Oh, say, do you see what I see?
Honestly, the fact that we haven't seen more productions of this show popping up in the past 5 or so years is wild to me. This song occurs when all of the protagonists are out doing plot stuff, leaving only the conservative members of the Continental Congress in the actual building. This song is them celebrating how they refuse to make any progress because they're already on top and there is no point in risking that. This is still pretty relevant. Reportedly, the reason it was taken out of the movie originally was because Nixon freaked the fuck out when he saw the scene. which checks both for how good the scene is and also for what Nixon was like. The section when the conservatives are dancing to Washington's pleas, completely ignoring them, even when Washington is talking about the threats they will have to face in the future, is beyond chilling. Plus, there's this line: "Don't forget that most men with nothing would rather protect the possibility of becoming rich than face the reality of being poor." Seriously, this is too damn relevant.
With a cool, considerate man, whose life may never be seen again. With a land, cash in hand, self-command, future plan. You gotta kick it up a notch if you're ever gonna reach your goal.
Okay, so let me explain. Every villain song has its own objectives and techniques, but one of the most popular objectives is to get someone, either the hero or the audience, on their side. And Kick It Up a Notch is a masterclass in how to do so. Deception? Check. Philosophy that would be pretty solid if it weren't for a few key details? Check. Parroting the hero's desires back at them in an attempt to manipulate them? Double check. This is a perfect example of classic hero manipulation, and I haven't even gotten to talking about how good it sounds, and this song sounds so damn good. Star Kid has a lot of great vocalists, but Dylan, Jamie, Brian, and Jim are probably some of the best, and combining them all, phenomenal. If I met someone who had never heard a villain song before, and I had to teach them what a villain song was, and only play them one, Kick It Up a Notch is the one I would choose. And that's what makes it number one.
Oh, picture you're in for a treat. Let's kick it up a notch. So at last I'll have human meat.
So yeah, that's my villain song ranking. I know I've revealed a lot of interesting opinions over the course of this, but I'm excited to hear what you guys think.